All right, welcome back, everybody. MrGarrell. Today on the channel, we're going to do some unboxing. We're going to go back to some Star Wars toy unboxing. Right here, you got Star Wars Return of the Jedi. We got the Wicket. All right, this is what he looks like in the box. Pretty nice box art, but I like to let him breathe. All right, so that's the package. Not a lot to it. It's kind of a classic vintage vibe. Let's crack them open and see what we got. All right, so let's start off with the accessories. Right, you got the spear. You can see that's a little bit of gray paint there, is what I'm seeing. And a little bit of a wrap. Not too bad for being a very small spear. And I guess they did try to put a little bit of effort into that. Got to give them credit for that when you can. We're going to go into, it has 2 clubs. This is the first one. As you can see, there's something on there. I don't know if it's a wash or kind of speckle, but not too bad. Just like your makeshift tree branch fall off club. And here's one that looks like they put a little more effort into it. The old Ewoks there. All right, and here's the other club. Has some wrapping around it. Would have been nice if they had painted the wraps a brown color or something. You get 2 clubs. So far we have a spear, 2 clubs. We get this bow. Not too shabby. Has this little like makeshift tube the arrow stays in. And then of course, if you have a bow, you need an arrow. And it's basically kind of the same thing as the spear. It's made the same way, which I do like. Now, if you're going to be nitpicky, of course, they could have put a little more effort into these. Paint the wraps brown, paint the stones a little better gray. But I mean, you do get, what, a bow. You get a bow, an arrow, a spear, and 2 clubs. Not too bad. All right, so they give you this little place where you can hold it, which is nice because when he's holding it, it's one less thing to worry about, I guess. All right, let's check out the Ewok. And there's the Ewok Wicket coming into your living room or your phone. My daughter said that he was scary and did not think he was cute at all. Let's take a look at him real quick. You can tell his nice little hood is supposed to be leather. I think they did a pretty decent job on it. This is my first Ewok, though. So take that for a grain of salt. I'd always said I wasn't going to collect Black Series, and here I am, obviously. The camera makes it look more tan. It's definitely a more brown color. I do like some of the paint they did on his face. I think they absolutely nailed his face. They got the teeth and the mouth just right. The eyes. That part I think is awesome. Let's see. I think his hood comes off. Let me take a look. All right. So with his hood off, I don't know if he's more scary or more cute. I'm not really sure how to judge this. But since we got him all close up here, let's take a look. Some of the finer details here. There's his hand. Looks like he can hold some stuff in it. I don't know. Maybe a beaten stick. Bow and arrow. And as you can see, they did a pretty good job of painting him, I believe. There's little toes. All right, let's get his hood back on. All right, I wanted to get his hood back on so we can get some articulation because I think it's going to maybe affect it. But let's try it out. So for those who like to hear about articulation, I guess, you can move his arm up. He has like a elbow joint, a wrist joint, both of them. So that's about as high as you can get that. All right. As far as legs go, it looks like no knee joint, but he does have a hip. Sorry. He does have an ab crunch and hip joint, I guess. He can twist all the way around, so there you go. And he has an ankle. But I think he has a pretty decent amount of articulation considering he's a little thing. Like, he is tiny. I don't have any other Ewoks, but I do have, as you can see her in the back right there, I do have Princess Leia, so we'll get some perspective here, but he is tiny. and I think he's a pretty good job. I can't speak on the price. Like I said, I waited till on my particular Walmart he went on clearance. Well, at least a sale. I don't think it was actually clearance, but he went on sale. For me, those two, her in the back and him, that's one of my favorite parts of the movies. So it was important that I got him. I don't know if I'm gonna get any other Ewoks. I guess if I come up on them and I get a really good deal, I'll get some more. It was just important to me to get those two. So let's take a few little shots here of him and some action poses if we can. All right. And a few things I was noticing whenever I was getting him posing some of these action shots was that he does actually balance really well. You can get him splits. He actually has a really good like running thing for not, not having like a knee joint or whatever. I don't think that affects at all because you can really get him to some poses, some really nice things here. All right, and for just some size comparison, this is the Princess Leia that goes with him in his set here. He is a very small little figure, but I think he's awesome. I'm glad I got him. Like I said, these two together is one of my favorite part of Star Wars. So I'm glad I got him. I would definitely recommend if this is something you would like, if Wicket is one of your favorites, don't hesitate to get it. Like I said before, I was seeing some people say that it was kind of expensive. You can wait for it to go on sale. It definitely will go on sale. And if not, he's important to you. Sometimes you wait too long, it gets even worse. Go out and get it if you still can. He's awesome. I do recommend him. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you like what you're watching, you can always sub up so you never miss a thing. Give it a like if you enjoyed it, so I know that I'm doing something you're enjoying. And thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.